Hi everyone, Jean-Pierre from Medialpha. Today we're going to give you a trick on how to change a habit. I don't know if you're like me, but there's different things in our life that we want to change. Sometimes it could be the way we eat, because we want to get trimmer, like lose some weight, or maybe adapt our sugar level. Maybe it's on our finances. Sometimes we go to work, we get our income, and then at the end of our 2 weeks, or at the end of the month, we realize that there's not much left, and we don't know where it went. And a lot of time when I speak about that with people, they would say, "Well, I have my money at the end of the month, and I don't spend on like frivolous things. I just spend on things I need to have, like my groceries and everything else. And in the end, there's still nothing." The same thing with health. We all want to be better, but then sometimes we're like, it doesn't seem like I eat bad, right? I eat my meals during the day, and in the end, I don't seem to get any better. What can I do? The reality is that that's what we think. And again, when I speak to you, I speak to myself as well. This is what we think, but the reality sometimes is very different. And I'll challenge you with that. I'll give you an example. Does it happen that, like at my house, I'll give you an example, sometimes we have nuts like cashews and almonds and everything, not far, right? So it will happen that, as we pass by the nuts or something else, we might take a couple just to grab a bite and move on because it tastes good, right? It could even be something as simple as a fruit that is just not far, and we have a little something, and something tells us that we need to eat something, so we just take the apple and we start eating. But if you think about accumulating a few actions like that, that seems very, very simple. Look, I'm talking about a few almonds, and I'm talking about an apple, right? If you think about it, it's not bad food. So it's not very bad. But the thing is, did I really need it? And does it add up to something? So my point is that it's the same thing with finances, right? A lot of people will wake up in the morning. We're going to have our routine as we go to work. We might stop at Starbucks, and we're going to go to Starbucks or something else, just grab something. We go to buy a cafe. Oh, would you like to have a donut with that? Hey, no problem. That's a good idea. It must taste very, very good. It's a new flavor of the month, whatever. You get that, right? And then you continue. And it doesn't seem like a lot. It's only $5. So my point in all this is that we have the habit of doing that. But if you accumulate that, like at the end of the month, $5 coffee every day, you're talking maybe twice a day for some people. You might end up having like a $500 Starbucks bill at the end of the month. But on a daily basis, it looks like $3 or something like that, or $5 or something. So my point is, we unconsciously do certain actions, little ones, that accumulates to something big over time. So the solution for this, and that's where I'm coming in with the video, is to take something very simple. It could be, a little notepad. Back then that's what we used to do. It's a little notepad with a crayon that we have in our pocket of our shirt, and we take note for 30 days about what we do. So let's say we're talking about food. I wake up in the morning, I eat my breakfast, whether it be an apple or a fruit, and let's say some eggs or something, and I write what I eat. Then when it's lunchtime, I write what I eat. And supper, I write what I eat. The key is that what's going on in between, right? If I was going to go and take those 5 almonds, 10 almonds, or whatever the amount, because sometimes you start with 5 and you end up with 10, right? Or 15. I'm going to end up writing those. So the fact that I have to write it, it's going to make me conscious that, wow, this is extra calories that do I really need it? And it's also going to make me conscious that, wow, I didn't realize that I was doing that action. When I go to at night, and let's say we sit down and, we're just talking among friends, and, oh, you know what, you guys want to have some chips? Do you want to have some of this? From time to time, obviously, but it's still something that adds up. The amount of chips that we take. Do we take the whole bag and we just eat without checking? Or should I transition to just saying, okay, I'm going to have some, but I'm going to have a bowl and that's all I'm going to eat, right? So little changes by writing down makes us conscious about the type of decisions we're going to take in regards to something we want to change. So I give you the example of that. Maybe it's going to be, I'm really hungry at night, but maybe instead of the chips, I'm going to take celeries or carrots or something like that. So that's also a conscious change. But the fact that you have to write it, you're first going to tell yourself, do I really need it? Or do I not need it? And if I want something, can I change it for something better? So writing it down makes a big difference. The same thing for your finances, right? To start a conversation. But sometimes it could be also something, you made a subscription on something, is just $10 a month. Another subscription on Dropbox that you don't really use, but it's $10 a month. A subscription on another Netflix equivalent, or even Netflix that you don't use, and it's another $10 a month, and another subscription of this and that and that and that. And when you add it up, it's like $100 a month because you have 10 subscriptions. But at the end of the year, that's $1,200 after tax. So that's also a very deep hole in your pocket. So the point is that when you start registering the type of expenses you do, oh, I want to buy a coffee. I need to buy a coffee, but do I really need the donut? Now you're touching your health and your finances because you're going to write it down. So you're going to become conscious of that. I'm going to go buy gas. Do I really need that chocolate bar or that whatever gum or whatever it is? Oh, I want to stop smoking. And I didn't realize how much I spend on smoke. Maybe I'm spending like $400 or $500 on smoke. So if you can take that with your Starbucks or whatever, you just gained another $1,000 that you had available, but that you were spending on certain things that you didn't realize. So my point is that by tracking what you do, and that's the right word, tracking what you do for 30 days, you'll become conscious about the different little places where you have leakage. And you can plug those holes, and this way, the boat is not going to sink. You're going to be able to be afloat on your finances, afloat with your health, make better changes, and then you're going to see an improvement. So the trick is quite simple. Track your actions that you would like to change for 30 days and track it diligently for 30 days, and you will see yourself making positive changes and realize things you didn't know to go in a better direction. So on this note, I hope that this video was useful. If it was, please put a thumbs up below in the comments. Please share that video with your friends. Smash that like button. That will help us a lot. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel and our different channel. That will help us and at the same time make more people see those videos that can help and benefit their lives. On this note, I wish you a very good day. Bye.